Hey guys, thanks once again for joining in. Looking at another weekly forecast across a few pairs. So this week I'm gonna do more than just gold. Entered in some UCAD trades that we're gonna just take a look at as well. So just gonna do a breakdown, a little bit of what happened last week and what we're getting into for this week. All right, so on UCAD, on the monthly time frame, realized that price had came down, respected these lows and started push up. Didn't break the previous high, didn't attempt it, didn't reach there just yet. We got a pullback here on the monthly time frame. So currently still holding this level. On the weekly time frame, we realize that price is now giving us somewhat of a pullback on this time frame. For to look at it, it'd be something like this. So just looking at that, so price came in rejected from this key area right here. So had this marked off. All right. And we went bullish. Now we're getting a potential pullback on the weekly time frame. Now on the daily, what we're seeing is that price came back and retested this key daily level right here. So we had this level so far being respected with the retest. This is also another level of interest that we have. Go down to the 4-hour time frame where now we start looking to take trades. So on here, entered some buys last week from this level. I'm looking to retest some highs up here. So let me just switch to that chart so we can have some visual. So this is what it looks like. So with price being where it's at right now, we realize that we got a push that broke above this level, closed above, then we got to pull back in. It didn't take out any significant lows on the 4-hour time frame. It actually respected, gave another trend line bounce, and now we're looking for possible continuations to the upside on UCAD. So for this week, um, what I'm looking at is this level right here. So this is going to be a key deciding factor for me. So ideally, what I'd want to see is price just to come into this level, to reject, and then to continue to the upside. So that is what I'm currently looking at. This is just putting a straight line there, but ideally I'm looking for the zone. Once we can maintain above this area, then we should be good to continue for them buys. This right here is a level that I had, which was just gauging pretty much to see what price is doing. So prices came back, retested this key significant area here and pushed up. So ideally, that is what I'm looking for. It is possible that we can get sales, yes, but personally, I am not looking at sales. As I was showing on the higher time frames, yes, but this is an area that I was waiting on to get tapped, which was a 4-hour zone, as you can see from here, to give us the overall push. So now all of this should just be where this is a low, and then this is a high to make a higher low to continue up. As you can see on the daily, it's the same time frame, same zone that was retested and rejected. So price rejected from here. We got 2-week rejection on the daily time frame from this zone. So for right now, I'm working with what I'm seeing. So the only way I'd be looking for sells is if we can get a break and a closure below this level, ideally. I would break and retest of this trend line is good. Yes, for minor. For this period though, I'm not looking for any minor trades on it really. So yes, that could go, but I'm not looking for these little moves on UCAD. So I want to see the continuation. So it can be a retest of this zone here to continue up, or even if it should come back down to retest the trend line and continue, that's fine as well. But I'm looking at this zone. Ideally, if we should get up and break this trend line at the top here and give a retest of this trend line, then ideally I'm looking to go at least to this level right here. And then we wait to see what price does from there. So this is what I'm looking at for UCAD. This is a pair that I'm looking to go heavy in on for this week. Another one that I was looking at, GU had some sells on GU going, some beautiful swing trades from these highs going on GU. Currently, right now, for any additional sells, I'd really want to see a pullback. Can be as minor as to this line right here, um, for GU. So no, on the as it relates to the longer trades that I was talking about, I wouldn't have a second entry just yet. So this zone right here is a zone that GU can pull back to. This one right here hasn't been tapped as yet. So on the 4, you can see that right here we got some wick rejection 3. So waiting to see what this candle does. Now if we maintain this level here on GU, if we should maintain this level, then potential pullbacks at least to this zone right here, and then we just wait to see what happens. So with GU, I'm not ready to pull a gun just yet. As you can see, we'd want to pull back. At least this is a minor fib, so if we got to pull back, we'd head into this zone. But I'm overall still bearish on GU, as it has been playing out for me on the higher time frames, especially the weekly and the monthly time frame. So personally, I had some sells from this level on GU still holding. I ideally want to see GU tap into these areas. This is long term, so we'd have to get a nice entry, a nice second entry now for you guys to actually hold to this level. But that's what I'm actually waiting on. So GU, I want to see a bit more data, specifically in this area. So waiting to see what market open does. We start breaking above here and close above here, then it should be good at least for us to go ahead and retest this level up here. And then we can see if it is that we break above or we just reject to continue to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at as it relates to GU. All right, so GJ is another one. So again, I've been playing some cells with the group on GJ, played out beautifully. Fell a bit more than I had it ideally to this key zone. Went right into it, rejected nicely. Now, what I'm looking at as it relates to GJ is I want to see a pullback. Ideally, I want to see it pulling back to this zone right here. That's this zone. I want to see it pulling back for continued sells, but we have to wait to see what happens. So this right now is a trade that we got in this past week, just a pullback for continuation. Now, right now, based on how it is looking, I'm waiting to see how it reacts to this zone. If it is a case where we get the rejection, then I'm looking for this to continue playing out back into this area to give us a retest of this area anywhere here. And if we should throw a fib, I believe it would go right in that area. So minor fib, pulling back, we'd at least get a TP1 right here, right in the zone. That's what I'm looking for. I'm willing to adjust if we get a break and a retest. One of this trend line, two of this zone. Or better yet, for me, sells, I would feel more comfortable taking it below this zone, just about 180, 600. I'd feel better, more comfortable with a break and a retest of this zone, and then look to take it down further. Not trying to rush this one. I'm already in sells over here, still holding this one as well. But ideally, we want to get some clean entries, because should this actually play in my direction that I have, then this is actually where I'm looking for price to go. So it is a long way out. So that's why I don't really want to give the idea, but I'm looking to retest some zones that price broke through that hasn't been retested on the overall higher time frames, daily time frames, in particular the 172 area. But we have to wait because this is a far way out. So don't want to give an analysis on that just yet. But ideally, that's what I'm looking for should price continue to build up. But a break and a retest of this key zone right here will at least indicate that we're gonna drive back into the 177s, possible 17600 on GJ. So as it relates to a trade setup, what I'm waiting on, market open, to see if it is that we will get to and reject this zone, or we break and retest of this zone. So this is going to be the key deciding factor for me, as GJ has been in this little range here for some time, not breaking higher, not breaking low. A minor trend line, you could put it up here, I guess. We have 2 points and just use that as a guide. So a break and a retest to continue up, then to drive down. So have to wait on this one as well. Once market opens, to see if we get the drive. Still holding this position from, I believe it was Thursday. Still holding this position, waiting to see what will happen here. Final pair is going to be gold. I believe we're going to need a clean chart so I can show you guys what's up with gold. All right, so ideally, oh, I had this marked up. Yeah. But what I was looking at is that we got a significant push. Now, this right here is a level that I had marked up. It's on the other chart. I had marked up as a potential because it's on the daily time frame as well. So this is a key zone right here. So on the daily, you won't see that clear, but if we should go to the 4 hour, you will see where the resistance was formed, where it was broken, and this is a possible retest. Now, even so, with looking on the daily time frame, just the same, the level that we're at right now is a pretty significant one, right? So even though we retested this one and price pushed up, as it relates to buys, we have to be careful because this is a strong area here. As you can see, we had rejection, 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 rejection. Price broke, gave us a retest, pushed up, but then it came right on the rejected here from resistance, came back into this resistance and has rejected once again. So on the 4 hour right now, you're seeing where price can go either way. I am bearish on gold, yes, especially how based off of this move with all this volume, we failed to break above this level. I had some buy limit, some sell limit rather set at 1944, which the team and I are still holding from 1944, and we're looking for that. So we hit some take profits and waiting to see if we will go down to continue breaking lows. So right now, it is in a pretty sensitive area, at least based on how I trade, right? Now, on the 1 hour time frame, this is what it's looking like. So ideally, what I'd want to see on gold is I'd want to see it break out of this area here, because this is a mini consolidation area. Some persons say that this is, persons who trade patterns say that it form an M or a double top or whatever that is. I'm not a pattern guy, but with me drawing this, you can see that yes, it did. So yeah. So what I'm looking at on gold ideally, especially now because of this third rejection in this area, I'm waiting to see if we will continue to break down. I am bearish on gold, so I'm looking for sells. However, there hasn't been outside of this rejection here. There's nothing else for me to really use right now to say, okay, guys, we're gonna jump into sells. So wanna wait until market open to see what the candles are doing and to see if we get that push to the downside. So ideally, I'm looking for something of the sort. All right, so I am bearish on gold. I will adjust to the buying options should we get a significant break retest of this level to continue up. But I'm honestly not looking for that. I'm looking at sells on gold. So what I'll do is I'll just be waiting for possible entries. Well, re-entries, that is, additional entries. So right now, the play is gonna be if once we start breaking below, and we can even retest this level, then it's fine to take sells at least to this level, right? So if we go right ahead, then you look into it for a possible retest at this level anywhere here, down to this level is just over 100 pips. So this is what I'm looking on. If if price does what it's supposed to do on this one, then I'll be looking at least for this minor fib right here to actually play out. So at least to give a TP1, it should drive us right back into this area. So that is what I'm looking at on gold. So this is the main focus of the week for me, and it's a 200 pip move. This is the main focus of the week. I'll be focusing heavily on gold and USD CAD. I love those two. GJ is pretty clean as well. So those three are what I'll be focusing on heavy for this week. So again, we're looking for gold sells. We're looking for pullbacks on GJ into this area for continued sells. And on UCAD, I'm looking for continued buys, especially showing the higher time frame on UCAD. Not sure if I went through that. Yes, with the rejections right here. I'm really looking for UCAD to continue pushing up. So those are the pairs that I'm heavily focusing on for this week. So with UCAD, it's going to be a pretty nice move. Should we just break this trend line and get a retest for entries, then the next key area would be this zone right here, which is pretty much right up in the 1.358373037 area here, and then we'll take it from there. So ideally you can aim after the highs, but again, that is a long way out, as you can see, as this is the 4 hour time frame. These are the highs. So it's over 200 pip for the high there, or 100 pip to retest this level. So step by step, but I mostly do intraday and swing trading. So that is why I look at charts this specific ways. For live sessions, I do scalping, but my analysis is always going to be based off swing trades and then intraday setups. So thank you guys once again for joining in, and cheers to another successful week. Let's go get them pips.